Hello and welcome to this special WrestleMania Let's Show of WrestleMania the arcade game. I don't like this game, but I think it matches perfect to the WrestleMania 28. Was I think 4 hours ago. In this matchup you have Doink, in this game you have Doink, Bret Hitman Hart, the Almighty Undertaker, the 20-0 Undertaker, Razor Ramon, Shawn Michaels, Lex Luger, and in this version is Bam Bam Bigelow and Yokozuna missing. I play this on very easy because I want to do it in one shot, not with save states or something else. This is more like an MK wrestling game, if you want to call it. I think the graphics and the soundtrack and the voices are very okay. Oh, this is Vince McMahon in the background, if you listen to the great announcer. So you have special moves and maybe you can watch it. I will talk about WrestleMania 28. It started with a match between Daniel Bryan, maybe one of the best wrestlers of all time, against Sheamus, and I think a lot of people missed this match because it only has 90 seconds. What a great matchup. I don't know why we're starting to use the squash matches every year, and believe me, this was a really crappy start. And the next match was Kane against Randy Orton. Was okay, but only not WrestleMania standard, Raw standard I would call it. It was okay, but nothing really special. Kane wins with a nice finish. I think we will continue this feud nobody wanted. So maybe it worked. The third match on the card was Cody Rhodes versus Big Show for the Intercontinental title, and it was also okay. You can call it SmackDown standard if you want. Big Show won this match. Now he has won every active title, I think. Well, read this morning, so maybe this makes sense. And Cody Rhodes will go to the big league. Who knows? With a draft lottery. But it's not WrestleMania standard. And when was the Divas Tag Team match? The Divas Tag Team match contains of a celebrity, so you know what happened. Of course, the celebrity makes the pin. A lot of crappy wrestling, a lot of absolutely boring, shitty actions. Beth, why? What do you have done? I think you pissed Vinny in the same league like Daniel Bryan. This was crap. This was garbage. Eve Torres is now the heel of the entire WWE. It's the main attraction. Well, why not? Who cares? And this was the first hour of WrestleMania. In the second hour we get the match we always wanted. Hell in a Cell, Taker versus Triple H with special referee Shawn Michaels. And all three people did a wonderful job. I think it was better than the last year. This was more intense. This was really stylish. I think this was very close to the old times of the old feuds. And the Taker, of course, continues the streak. 20-0 now. It was the best match on the card. Of course, we all know what will happen. And it happened. After this match, the third hour, I think it started with a Hall of Fame class, even with Ric Flair. And of course, thank you, Edge. You are awesome. This was really okay. And when there was the 20-man battle to control SmackDown and Raw, we all know that Bragging Rights wasn't a great pay-per-view, and this match wasn't great either. This was bullshit. And believe me, the strange turn of Eve Torres versus Zack Ryder, maybe, who cares? Maybe this should be the comedy match, but it wasn't funny. It wasn't funny at all. It was absolutely crappy. It was mid-card versus mid-card, where so many wrestlers... Oh, this is the recovery meter. If you knocked down, you have to hit the keys very fast to recover. Whereas a combo meter, but believe me, I know where some combos, but believe me, the last time I played it was so many years ago. So, after this great matchup, I think was it time for the... Oh, of course, now was time CM Punk versus Chris Jericho. Maybe the second best match on the card. Both men did a wonderful job. I think the crowd was not so behind the match. I don't know why. Maybe we're just waiting for Cena Rock. But this was a good match. This was okay. This was watchable. This was WrestleMania. Like on a WrestleMania. They pay a lot of money for WrestleMania. Not for Raw. Just in case. This was okay. I think it's worth it. CM Punk wins the match. By the way, I didn't mention it. Raw wins the Win It All match. Now, John Laurinaitis is the captain of them all. Yeah, who cares? Maybe he's the next Eric Bischoff. Who knows? After this match, I think it was time for the Funkasaurus and Mamasaurus. This was crap. I know, or we know what Vinny likes Brodus Clay, but I think this was garbage. This was really garbage, and to continue this garbage, now before we start the main event we were all pumped for like 1 year, 365 days. A lot of crappy artists, a lot of crappy songs. I think the songs were not so bad this year, but it's not my kind of music. This is a little bit too poppy. And it was really garbage. I think the artists, the singer, the rappers, absolutely bored to death. It looked like a very hard job, so it was not very entertaining, and oh, this is for by the way, the Super Nintendo version has a problem. It's so if you get this game, do yourself a favor and look for the Mega Drive version or for other versions. This version has a problem. Oh, the Mighty Undertaker pin. It can only show 3 wrestlers at one time, not 4. It's a strange game, but it matches a strange WrestleMania. After this great singing contest, I think 30 minutes or so, it was time for Cena, Rock, and of course the people were pumped up, and the almighty "Let's go Cena, Cena sucks" chants starts. It was really crappy wrestling from both wrestlers. I think a lot of people think The Rock did a wonderful job. No. First of all, why these great talkers didn't get a segment? A promo were absolutely great. Just a match. And this match wasn't really good. It was really boring. It contains, I think, also 30 minutes, I think. And this 30 minutes mark were so slow. So a lot of locks and sleeper holes, and this was really, really shitty. It has, I think it was the same length like the Hell in a Cell, and it was so different. So the main event wasn't really good. What's not good for a WrestleMania? If you ask me, this match was under Raw standards. Maybe Heat standard, no. The crowd was great, but the match wasn't. So, all in all, this wasn't not a great WrestleMania. You have to see the Hell in a Cell match, and you have to see CM Punk versus Chris Jericho. And if you are a fan of the typical Raw matches, I think Cody, Big Show, Kane, Orton was okay. But the SmackDown vs. Raw match was crappy. The Divas match was even crappier. And I think the main event didn't live up to the hype. So maybe I'm interested what we'll do with John Cena to making big again, because he has new merchandising gear. Some people ask me before WrestleMania, "Hey, The Rock is back, the Attitude Era." Yes, and it was the same thing. I think The Rock promoted his movies. We saw a promo about G.I. Joe 2. A movie that maybe exists, but I'm not so... I was not so keen with the first one, so... why so entertaining the second one? Cena isn't a great wrestler. He's a great talker. I think he's a great performer. The kids love him. That's a rule. So we have Fruity Pebbles versus Tooth Fairy, and I think this describes it better than Once in a Lifetime. I think if you compare this to maybe Hulk Hogan versus The Rock, this was a really interesting match. The crowd goes nuts, and it has a decent story. But this match, no. It was not so great. So, what will happen with WrestleMania 29? I think they have to do something. So, now we're talking about this game. Now we are in this WrestleMania challenge mode for the WWF title, or now the WWE title. This great slobber knocker. You see, this is really simple. This is just a standard beat 'em up, and I think we have it in a second. Only 5 opponents. You see, the AI is not so great. I play this on very easy, by the way, but you can beat them even on the hardest difficulty if you know some moves, and not double teaming, little friendies. This is a high risk move, of course. Of course. The mighty flying kick. Crap. So, I'm thinking if next year, if I do it, I watch WrestleMania live again. I don't know, because you can guess here in Germany it's midnight. It started at 3 a.m. midnight. So this is not the typical great thing from Sunday to Monday. And it was really tough to keep awake in the mighty main event. Oh, so last 2 opponents? I think yes. The showstopper! You screwed Brett! I think it's the first time we know you screwed Brett chance. And the Taker wins it again, like... maybe it's yesterday for us. Now as you are the new WWF World Champion. Your name will live forever among the greatest wrestlers of all time. See this mighty firework. I think this was it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this video and like this channel, please rate, write a comment, subscribe. I will be pleased, and there will be more in the future. See you. Good day, good night, Great Eastern, whatever. See you. Where's the animation? Oh, where is it? The credits. Hey. And where is the famous Michael Archer? So, this was the Great Taker, this was Bret Hart, Razor Ramon, Chico, Scott Hall, Shawn Michaels, maybe one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. Doink, don't know which Doink this is. I think we got a lot of Doinks, and only one Doink was really good. Lex Luger, the narcissist, again. Okay, we have to fill it up, I think. Is this a really good game? No. There was a sequel, WWF In Your House. If I remember correctly, where you have the Ultimate Warrior and the British Bulldog, I think. Davey Boy Smith, we miss you. Or Yokozuna, we miss you. There's so many wrestlers. We have to rest in peace. It's a strange world, I think. What should I say? You know the SmackDown vs. Raw series. You know WWF 12. Now it's the ending. Okay, see you in the next video. Please rate, write a comment, subscribe. See you. Bye bye.